Hey guys, it's been quite some time. I recorded, some videos for you guys, or put it up on YouTube, or I did a live. So I thought, let me record a short video for you guys here on what are the different types of content creation that digital entrepreneurs must master in order to receive good organic traction to their website and to build the business organically, so that they don't have to depend every time on advertising and spending a lot of money on ads. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my screen and I'll show you the three types of content, okay, that digital entrepreneurs must create consistently in order to sustain their ranking, and in order to stay on the top of people's minds. Basically, like, if you've observed, if you are a digital entrepreneur, if you have a Facebook group, if you have a Facebook page, if you have not posted, if you're not posting frequently, okay, then obviously the public has a very short memory span, and they will forget you. So how to stay on top of people's minds is what is what is really important, and content creation for that is extremely important. Although it is not necessary that every time you have to create new content, you can obviously curate content. That is, you can pick up content from other places and kind of redo it and put it up on your website and on your social media pages. But nonetheless, these are the three types of content that you must master. Okay, the first type of content is the textual content. Textual content is what goes in your inside your blogs, what goes inside your websites, the content that goes inside your ads, in your social media posts. All of this is textual content. Okay, so mastery over textual content is extremely important. Okay, and for that, you need not have extremely great communication skills, but yes, to a certain extent, you should be able to build up stories. You should be able to kind of write scripts. You should be able to at least talk about your own story in order to build up some amount of curiosity and put it across to people. Okay, the second type of content that you have to consistently create in the digital space is video content. Okay, like, for example, now if I'm creating this video, I obviously have some topic around which I'm speaking, right? So you need to have these topics consistently coming up. So one easy way of doing that is, go to your groups, go to your WhatsApp groups or your Facebook group, and ask questions from people, okay, on what they want you to talk about. So that's the easiest way to get your answers. So whatever people want you to talk about that and create the video content around it. Of course, there are other methods. You can go to places like Google Trends, and you can go to places like even YouTube for that matter. You can see what is trending on YouTube, what is the kind of content that people have put up there, which is ranking very high in your particular niche or subject matter, and then pick those topics up, and you can create videos around it. And you can also create the same content, and you can put it up on your YouTube channel and on your Facebook pages. Okay, the third type of content is social media content creation. Now, what is this social media content creation? Why it is different from the first two is because on social media you have to consistently keep posting in the form of videos or images, or in the form of, say, you have to do lives, or you might as well post some kind of long stories for people to read. And it is different every time. You cannot really do the same thing all the time on social media if you really want a good amount of traction. So how would you do that? So for that, you have to master social media content creation. And there are specific types of content, wherein, for example, if you're using hashtags or if you're tagging people, all of that kind of content really does very well. Likewise, stories, where there's an emotional appeal, where you're talking to people, where you're interacting with people, even interviews that you do with people, whether it's textual or whether it's on videos, they generally do very well in the social media platforms. So these three forms of content, okay, you have to master: text content, textual content, video content, and social media content. But guys, the good news is that you don't really have to work separately for all these three. Okay, you can actually create the content just once, and you can reuse the same content in 40 to 50 different places on all these platforms, and you can still receive very high traffic to your website, which is going to be completely organic. And which, when this traffic converts into sales, it literally is like genuine sales for you, and you can make a lot of money with that. So content creation itself is an art. Okay, if you have not yet attended any of my webinars on content creation for digital entrepreneurs, okay, just go click the link below and register for my webinar, wherein I speak about what are the 9 phases, what are the 9 steps, or what are the 9, you can say, yes, 9 steps or 3 phases of content creation. Okay, now obviously I have divided it into 9 phases, and I'm saying that these 9 phases are extremely important when you create content for the digital medium. So when you follow the step-by-step process to create content, it becomes much more easier. And then of course there are things that you have to master, like you have to master the tools that go into this process. You have to master the tools for creating the graphics, you have to master the tools for creating the texts, for adding tags, for blogging. You have to use certain tools for checking plagiarism and all of that. So content creation in itself is quite a process, and it's not difficult at all. It's very easy if you do understand what are the tools and systems that go into it. So if you are curious to know how to create good content for the digital space, if you are someone who's wanting to be a digital entrepreneur from a long time, and if you are interested in creating content that is going to help you in selling your products and services in the online space, make sure you register on the link below and attend my next webinar. As soon as you register, maybe in a few minutes or in a few hours or maybe the next day, I'll send out a mail to you, sending you the link for the next webinar. You can come attend it, and it's a free webinar and you can learn a lot about content creation over there. And I also keep doing workshops, and I consistently post updates here on YouTube as well as on my Facebook page and all. So please follow me, like my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Nandini Alagar. If you have any questions, please go to www.asknans.com. It will straight away take you to my Facebook page, and you can ask me the questions about content creation over there. And I do have a public Facebook group as well, so please do join it. I also have a public Telegram group. Do join it, right? So I was on a little break so far, for almost 20 days to a month, but now I'm going to be posting more videos regularly. And do subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Facebook, please post a comment below and ask me whatever doubts you have. If you're interested in joining my digital entrepreneurship programs, do get in touch with me. I'll be very, very happy to reply back to you. All right, take care. Yeah.